Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and National Anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Please stand for the national anthem. Now you may be seated. Good evening, friends and family. Welcome to the Charlotte Engineering Early College graduation for the class of 2023. Today marks a special day for our graduates as we gather together to celebrate their achievements and the end of their high school academic journey. As we proceed with the ceremony, I'd like to ask everyone to please silence their phones and keep their applause and cheers to a minimum out of respect for the graduates. Last but not least, I'd like to thank our special guests for their appearance and the faculty and staff for their support and guidance these past few years, as your efforts and influence do not go unnoticed. Thank you and enjoy the ceremony. At this time, please welcome Camden Barlow to the microphone.
Welcome to the Charlotte Engineering Early College graduation for the class of 2023. I would also like to thank our special guests for their appearance and crucial role in our ceremony. If you would please stand when I say your name. Please welcome Ms. Thelma Byers-Bailey, CMS School Board Vice Chairperson and Representative for District 2. Ms. Leonora Sanders Shipp, CMS School Board Representative at Large. Dr. Crystal Hill, Superintendent for Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools. Dr. Stephen Esposito, the Northeast Learning Community Superintendent. Ms. Nicole Porti, Assistant Superintendent of Operations, and Dr. Candice Salmon-Hosey, Chief Technology Advisor. Thank you. You may be seated. Also on stage are Mr. Will Leach, Principal of Charlotte Engineering Early College, Ms. Christiana Luce, Assistant Principal, and Shanna Meehan, Dean of Students. Thank you. You may be seated. Whatever. And now for the introduction of our valedictorians and salutatorians. For grade 13, our valedictorian is Ms. Anastasia Kolesnikov, and our salutatorian is Mr. Anar Castaneda Servin. For grade 12, our valedictorian is Marissa Osensky, and I, Camden Barlow, am the grade 12 salutatorian.
Hello, graduates. Today is a day filled with gratitude and self-reflection. As we gather here today on the brink of a new chapter in our lives, it's important to acknowledge and express our thanks to those who have played a key role in our journeys until now. First and foremost, let us extend our heartfelt appreciation to our beloved school, our dedicated teachers, our dearest friends, and our supportive family. Their guidance, encouragement, and belief in our abilities has shaped us into individuals we are today. We are also immensely grateful for the freedom and opportunities granted to us at UNC Charlotte, enabling us to explore diverse classes and explore our passions. Most of all, we should be grateful for our own determination and relentless effort, which has brought us to this very moment. Without our hard work and dedication, we would not be standing here today as graduates. On behalf of myself and my fellow graduates, I'd like to express my sincerest gratitude to the people who have brought us here today on this special day. First, I want to acknowledge Mr. Leach and Ms. Luce for the exceptional guidance and attentiveness to our individual needs. Their support has made a lasting impression on all of us. I would also like to extend a gratitude to Mr. King and Ms. Cureton for their valuable teachings during our senior year. They pushed us to give our absolute best for the Senior Expo, even when senioritis started to kick in. Their dedication to our success has truly made a difference in our lives. Furthermore, I'd like to express our appreciation for the entire faculty and staff at Charlotte Engineering Early College for their unwavering support and commitment to our education. It's through the collective efforts that we have reached this pivotal milestone in our lives. Over the course of these 4 years, we've faced many challenges and obstacles, yet it is these very moments that have shaped us, instilling us with resilience and determination. We have learned that life rarely follows a straight path, and our plans from years ago may no longer align with our present aspirations. However, it is essential to recognize that these unexpected turns into journeys that have led us to new experiences and personal growth. There may have been moments of uncertainty and distraction, but there have been moments where we prioritize leisure and responsibility. But although our lives didn't always go perfectly as planned, they led us to create many cherished memories and positive experiences that will stay with us for a lifetime. Each mistake we've made has taught us a valuable lesson, and every obstacle we face has presented us with opportunities to learn and grow. As we move forward into the future, it's crucial to acknowledge a lot of things will be changing. However, there's a place deep in our hearts that will carry our memories and experiences from Seek, forever changing who we are and who we will become. These memories will serve as a constant reminder of the strength and resilience we gained at Seek and will help us navigate the unknown that the future brings. To conclude, I want to thank each and every one of you for being present here today. Together we have formed bonds, shared laughter and tears, built a community that will forever hold a special place in our hearts. Let us embrace the endless possibilities that await us, knowing that we have accomplished so much during our time at Seek. Congratulations, my fellow graduates, on this remarkable achievement. May our futures be filled with purpose, fulfillment, and unwavering belief in our own potential.
Good evening, parents, friends, teachers, mentors, administrators, and of course, the graduating class of 2023. Today, we have become graduates of Charlotte Engineering Early College. No matter what our reasons were for choosing Seek several years ago, what is important now is that we are all here today to celebrate our triumphs, our achievements, our victories, both individually and as a school, and the journey on which we have all embarked toward our future destinations. Many of us walked into Seek not knowing anyone else there. Through these 4 to 5 years, we have grown greatly and have formed an unbreakable bond. Each of us has had our own unique experiences at Seek, a combination of good times and bad times, times of uncontrollable laughter and times of joy, times of Niner pride, and of course, last-minute studying for the exam that we forgot was taking place the next morning. We have all had our struggles, but we have shown that we are not average students, but that we put in the work and get the results. Our class was the one class that influenced a teacher to move up a grade with us. Our class held the first students who became TAs for college courses while still in Seek. Our class formed the TA position at Seek where we helped the teacher out and tutored students. We are a great class, and wherever we go, as long as we put our mind to it, we will succeed. Graduation marks the end of this extraordinary chapter, but the beginning of a new one. With this chapter closed, I am sure that many of us are ready to begin the next chapter of our lives. However, unlike a book, we cannot skip through the pages to see what the next chapter holds. We all have our own book that is being written as we continue with our lives. Luckily, as Seek graduates, we have been prepared and given the materials to continue writing our stories. With the love and support of our families, friends, and fellow graduates, these stories will become bestsellers. I am grateful to Seek as it has become my home away from home. I learned how to push myself to be the best version of what I could become. From awful lunch detention music to daily football games, designing castle libraries to coding games, lunch on campus to exploring campus while walking to class, I will forever treasure my memories at Seek. As our stories continue, let's not forget these memories or where we have grown to be the people we are. Keep in mind, we did not get to where we are today overnight. We have only arrived here with the support of our teachers, each other, and above all, God. Thank you to everyone who has contributed to our journey. We couldn't have done it alone. Lastly, let us take each opportunity as it is and take advantage of what we can. Let's build the experience that we want to have. Thank you all again. And now, introducing the guest speaker, the man who played unbearable music relentlessly in his classroom for the lunch period, forcing information into these students' minds, giving exams on the worst days. Who gives exams right after a break or on a Monday? As it is said in the movie, A Beautiful Mind, I was terrified, mortified, petrified, stupefied by you. Of course I'm kidding. And you may be thinking, why would this man be able to give a speech on this special day? Well, let me tell you why. This same man continued to stay connected with his students as they continued through their rigorous schedules. During our senior expo, he was a mentor not only for my group, but several others while continuing to teach his own students and tutoring them. He was the first teacher who established the TA position for several courses as well. This man deserves to speak on this special day, so please help me to welcome Mr. Thomas Truman Ellsworth to the stage.
Y'all will do your quantum question now, please. Well, good evening, parents, students, esteemed guests, administration, and fellow faculty. And good evening to you, class of 2023, on this special night. You've looked forward to tonight for several years now, and we celebrate all the fruits of your hard work and study. It's time to recognize your successes, your accomplishments. It's time to reflect back on your last 4 or 5 years, and it's time to see you begin to transition to the next stage of your lives. I was asked to speak a few words, and in thinking over what to say, I remember when I first got to know most of you about 5 years ago now. You were just freshmen then. You're kind of silly and goofy then, still trying to figure out your place among it all, in SEEK and UNCC, listening to me come in every morning saying, get your quantum question done, learning to navigate our little building with its crowded hallway, figuring out the ins and outs of high school, especially an early college atmosphere, testing the limits in every conceivable way and driving us crazy while doing so. But eventually you learn to navigate that campus of over 30,000 students. And once you moved into sophomore year, I remember many of you being a little timid first time you had to go to a college class, trying desperately not to stick out, just like we told you to. Being stressed and worried when you have your first college final. But you all went on to become very accustomed to the life of a college student, and now you're pros at it, even being better than a lot of the incoming freshmen at UNCC in your classes. And who can forget that challenge of COVID we had? This was a new situation for everyone, and we had to weather the pandemic in ways none of us foresaw. We entered a world of Zoom classrooms and remote learning. It was tough. Many of us struggled with it, but we got through it together somehow. And some of you, when you went on to your junior and senior year, you understood my limitations and you wanted your underclassmen students to have a great experience, so you came back to try to help me along a little bit as a tutor, as a helper. Some of you even became my teaching assistant, which I created for you to do. And you did really well at it. In fact, some of you did so well at it that Mr. Leach threatened to replace me with some of you. I've had the privilege of seeing you grow into capable and talented young adults. And as I look before me, I see a group of wonderful young people who are on the verge of being leaders of tomorrow. When I think about you all and how far you've come and what I wanted to speak about, one word stood out to me: fortitude. It's an old word, but it's a good one. Same as me, old but good. According to Webster's dictionary, fortitude is the strength of mind and character that enables a person to encounter hardship with adversity and courage and endurance. A person with fortitude shows a strength of character, strength of mind, a boldness, and the courage to push through no matter what the odds. My favorite author, C.S. Lewis, once said, "Fortitude is not simply one of the virtues, but the form of every virtue at the testing point." Fortitude is necessary for every other virtue to reach its full potential. It's needed when all your other qualities are tested and tried. Evidence actually suggests that your fortitude is a more powerful determinant of what you'll achieve than your natural ability. You must have fortitude to persevere and reach your goals when you're afraid, when you're discouraged, when you're overwhelmed, when you're weary, when you face obstacles and challenges, when you're ready to give up. You need fortitude when you fail. You also need fortitude even when you succeed, in order to face the new challenges that come with success. My favorite movie of all time is The Martian with Matt Damon, partly because it's filled with cutting-edge science, which of course I love, partly because the character has a really snarky attitude, which any of you know me, I can relate to that, partly because it's just a great movie. But what I love most about that movie is that it's a survival story. It's the story of a man who, being alone on Mars and in a desperate situation, had to find the strength, the fortitude, to be able to use the resources he has to stay alive. He has to find a way to do so for several months, maybe even years, until a rescue mission can reach him. He has to figure out how to protect himself from the harshest of elements and has to come up with a way to grow food in a place where no life exists. He even had to make his own water. And all of this he had to do alone, relying only on his own abilities and what he could accomplish. He could have easily given up. Many people would have. But he doesn't. He decides he's not going to die there, and he gets busy with the task of survival. He simply soldiered on and did what was necessary one step at a time. As he states at the end of the movie, you just begin. You do the math, you solve one problem, you solve the next one, and if you solve enough problems, you get to come home. Class of 2023, you aren't stranded on a distant planet. You aren't in a situation where you're millions of miles from home and have to figure out how to stay alive, how to grow food in a lifeless place. But like that main character, many of you are survivors. You all have your own survival story. Many of you have had to overcome obstacles that would be challenging to the most strong person. As I've watched you all on your journey through Seek, I have been amazed at your fortitude. You've had to find the strength to wake up very early every morning and begin a rigorous program of study, first thing, having gotten little sleep the night before. I've seen you work diligently on projects and assignments, trying to meet all the deadlines and turn everything in before it's due, or at least when it's due, or in some cases, maybe a little later. I've seen you tackle the workload of college classes, many with very difficult content. And though it was difficult, you with your fortitude managed to push onward and upward and amaze us with your abilities. And I know that some of you have had to overcome many personal challenges. Though these situations were difficult and the circumstances some of you had to face were extremely trying, your fortitude carried you through. You overcame, you adapted, you made it through the difficulties and hardships. You weathered the storms, and like that character in the movie, you are survivors. Now, most graduation speeches include some advice that you can carry with you as you move on to the next step of your lives. I don't have much advice other than work hard, be curious, don't stop learning, and dream big. But especially keep persevering, keep moving forward with that fortitude that has so defined you as a class. But my intention tonight is not to give advice, it's to show my gratitude to you all. Class of 2023, thank you for the example of fortitude you've given me, for encouraging me to keep going when things get tough and to overcome the obstacles, to never quit and to build in myself a fortitude that I saw in many of you. You've truly been an inspiration to me, and I won't forget you. As I've always said, once you're a student of Mr. E, you'll always be a student of Mr. E, and you guys will hold a special place in my heart. I hate goodbyes, so I'm not going to say farewell. I'm going to say see you later, class of 2023. I wish you all the best. Thank you, and Godspeed.
Thank you, Mr. E. Those were some very heartfelt words. And now, introducing our next speaker, the man who has made this program possible, signing the checks for our senior expo, supporting each and every student, knowing all their names, especially my unpronounceable last name, encouraging students to do their best, even telling certain students that they taught a class better than the actual teacher did. The man of the hour, please welcome the principal, Mr. Leach, to the stage.
Thank you and welcome to Commencement 2023 at the Charlotte Engineering Early College. It's a great day in our history and I'm happy we can all be at this place. Before I begin, I would like to recognize several special members of the class of 2023 and several important guests. As a reminder, we have two groups of students graduating tonight. One group has been with us for 5 years. Another smaller group has been with us for 4 years. I would like to thank and congratulate our grade 13 salutatorian, Anwar Castaneda, for his academic achievements. Anwar has earned 61 hours of UNC Charlotte credit. He plans to attend UNC Chapel Hill in the fall. I would also like to thank and congratulate our grade 12 salutatorian, Camden Barlow, for his academic achievements. Camden has earned over 30 hours of UNC Charlotte credit in just 4 short years. He plans to attend North Carolina State University in the fall. I would like to thank and congratulate our grade 13 valedictorian, Anastasia Kolesnikov, for her academic achievements. Anastasia has earned over 80 hours of UNC Charlotte credit. She plans to enter the military reserves in the fall and attend UNC Charlotte next spring. She reminded me it was 85 hours of credit. Finally, I would like to thank and congratulate grade 12 valedictorian Marissa Osansky for her academic achievements. Marissa has earned over 40 hours of UNC Charlotte credit in just 4 short years. She plans to attend NC State University in the fall. We could not do this without an amazing faculty and staff, and over my 9 years here, I've had a chance to hire every one of these folks, and I would put our staff up against anybody in the country in terms of their commitment to our students. So if any current early college staff or former early college staff, please stand and be recognized. Also join me in thanking our school board and our superintendent for supporting and investing in the early college program. I would personally like to welcome and congratulate our new superintendent, Dr. Crystal Hill. We look forward to partnering with you in the future, so thank you. Our partners at UNC Charlotte have played a critical role in our success. A special thank you to former Chancellor Dr. Phil Dubois and our current Chancellor Dr. Sharon Gaber for their vision and support. I would also like to thank our UNC Charlotte advisors, Dr. John Smell and Dr. Darrell Lewis, for their support over the last 9 years. I would also like to thank our learning community superintendent, Dr. Steve Esposito, and everyone at the Northeast Learning Community for their constant support. Thank you, Steve. Also, planning and executing commencement ceremony is not an easy task. I would like to thank Erica Turner and Steve Robinson from CMS and Ann Holt from UNC Charlotte for their support throughout this process. Seek is very fortunate to have an amazingly talented school counselor. She has put in countless hours supporting our graduates and preparing for this event. She's probably running around somewhere, or maybe she's right around the corner. Let's give a congratulations to Miss Laurie McDaniels. For the past 6 years, Christiana Luce has been the rock of both of our early college programs. She has decided to retire from CMS in North Carolina on June 30th. Ms. Luce has served CMS for over 28 years. She's been a math teacher, dean of students, and an assistant principal. She has always kept the students' best interest as her top priority. Although we will miss her, we wish her nothing but the best as she moves forward. Mrs. Luce has some famous words that she spoke each morning on the morning announcement. This special recognition reads, "Thanks for using your powers for good in keeping us in our focused, productive zone." Please join me in congratulating Ms. Luce on her retirement and thank her for her service to our school. Finally, I would like to thank all of you, the parents and families who committed to us 4 or 5 years ago of sending your students to a non-traditional school on a college campus. Thank you for believing us. The class of 2023 is lucky to have their support behind you. And in August of 2014, we began with the motto, to begin with the end in mind. The end seemed so far away in August of 2014. We have blinked our eyes and 9 years are in the rearview mirror. In the beginning, there were so many unanswered questions. Could high school students survive in college classrooms on a university campus? Could 100 students build a positive school culture focused on support and high academic achievement? Without entrance requirements, would there be a place for all students? And could all students achieve some level of success? Could we build a student-centered learning environment that prepares students for college coursework? Would colleges and universities find our students attractive in such a non-traditional high school environment? 9 years later, the answer continues to be yes, 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 and yes. We have blazed a trail on this campus that will live on for many years to come. Many more CMS students will have this incredible opportunity to spend their high school years on a university campus and earn free college credits. We began with end in mind, but to the graduates of 2023, this is not the end. This is only a brief moment in your very bright future. In March of 2020, our lives changed dramatically. No one could have seen a global pandemic as we began. I'm so proud of this group for making it through that tough times, full remote, Zoom classes, not being here on campus. You guys have truly persevered and made it your own. As I began to prepare my message today, I kept coming back to my favorite TV show on Apple TV, Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso is an American football coach who is hired to lead an English Premier Soccer team, AFC Richmond. He was selected in hopes that the team would fail. But as we are learning in season 3, Ted Lasso's approach to life has had a huge impact on his team. Ted Lasso provides 12 leadership life lessons that can serve us all moving forward. Many of these are simple and need no further explanation. Number 1, believe in yourself. Number 2, doing the right thing is never the wrong thing. Number 3, all people are different people. Number 4, see good in others. Number 5, courage is about being willing to try. Number 6, vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. Number 7, tell the truth. Number 8, winning is an attitude. Number 9, optimists do more. Number 10, stay teachable. Number 11, my favorite, be a goldfish. If you do something wrong, do not let it define you. Forget it like a goldfish within 10 seconds. And number 12, happiness is a choice. So please take these 12 leadership lessons as you move forward. The world you're entering in 2023 is much different than the world I entered in 1988 when I graduated from high school. I challenge the SEEK class of 2023 to continue to begin this next phase live with the end in mind. All of you have built a solid foundation for what is next. I look forward to watching your accomplishments. Congratulations and best of luck in your future endeavors, and remember, be a goldfish and always believe in yourself. The 40-plus graduates of the class of 2023 have been recognized for their hard work over the past 5 years. And I don't think this number has all the money in it. We're still trying to get you to submit your scholarship money, but right now we believe we've earned over $1.6 million in scholarship money moving forward. We also have some special awards tonight. We've established special awards to recognize. The first is selfish in nature. I call it the Principals Award. The words on the award are presented to SEEK Senior and says embodies joy, compassion, kindness, goodness, and self-control. When I think about this student, the first thing that comes to mind is goodness. This student has been a pleasure to be around for the past 5 years. They just have a positive can-do attitude around them at all times. They have truly taken advantage of what SEEK has to offer. The award winner plans to attend Michigan State University in the fall. The 2023 Principals Award goes to Toon Soar. You go this way. The spirit of a miner is one of courage and innovation, a trailblazer, a pioneer, someone willing to go where no one else has gone before. The SEEK Miner Award is presented to the SEEK Senior who exemplifies strong character, service, student leadership, and scholarship. The student being recognized has committed to the future success since entering our doors. At every step of the way, they have accepted and met the challenges that our rigorous program has to offer. The winner of this award has earned over 50 hours of UNC Charlotte credit hours in just 5 short years. He has overcome some incredible personal challenges in his 5 years. He plans to attend NC State University in the fall on the prestigious Park Scholarship. Please join me in congratulating the 2023 SEEK Miner Award goes to Calvin Duong. Succeeding in a 5-year high school program on a college campus takes perseverance. Webster's dictionary defines perseverance as steadfastness in doing something different despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. The student being recognized today has truly persevered through many ups and downs. He has earned over 50 hours of UNC Charlotte credit. He plans to stay here in the fall to pursue a degree. All of us are really proud of this guy. The recipient of the 2023 Perseverance Award is Rayjon Jones. When Dr. Michelle Howard and I began selecting the official name for our school in the spring of 2014, we wanted to make sure that we included engineering in the name of the school. We knew that some students might choose to go in different directions, but we wanted to make sure engineering stayed our focus. This student entered our doors ready to be engineer and embraced all aspects of our program. She always has a smile on her face. She and her friend group supported each other through every turn. If I were hiring engineers, she would get my full recommendation. She has earned 85 UNC Charlotte credit hours. She plans to enter the Army Reserves in the fall. In the spring, she will come back to UNC Charlotte on the Albert Engineering Leadership Scholarship. The 2023 Future Engineer Award goes to Anastasia Kolesnikov. Finally, this evening, as we begin awarding diplomas, I would like to ask all family members and guests to show their respect for all graduates by limiting their cheers so that each graduate's name can be heard. We have the opportunity to establish this tradition, and you've done a great job so far. So once all the names are announced, we will honor everyone at the end. So at this time, class of 2023, please prepare to come to the stage and receive your diploma.
Anastasia Kolesnikov. Anwar Yahir Castaneda Servin. Marissa Claire Osansky. Camden Ford Barlow. Sudeep Adhikari. Yusuf Iman 8 Alama. Elijah Wayne Bacher. Charles Boyden Beaver III. William Coburn Alexander Berkeley. Victor Rohan Black Jr. Okay, I got you. Spencer Michael Brown. Shaheem Marquise Buffington. Elena Cordova Flores. Cynthia Giselle Corrales Garcia. Calvin Ratanak Duong. Zachariah El Maki. Kamari Lamont Ellis. Zachary Harris Epps. Cameron Tate Hamilton. Ty Joseph Hamilton. Sukaina Karel Inyeba Hunter. Jaden Nicole Ishmael. Rajan Maurice Jones Jr. Toon Kasor. Sydney Amber Malenfant. Aurelia Naeli Medina. Jonathan Tamaru Melise. Joshua Alejandro Montez Martinez. Esther Kareen Motza. Nikolay Maximovich Ponomarenko. Imani Desmarais Robs. Autumn Valentine Rain. Aiden Abdiel Santa Maria. Toller James Tarpley. Luis Angel Velasquez Ramos. Dayani Marielle Washington. Dimitri Romello Washington. Nolan Brennan Witt. Fiwashaye Surulere Sunjata Xavier.
Class of 2023, please rise. By the authority vested in me as principal of the Charlotte... Sorry. All right. We've got to make sure everybody gets their picture taken. Class of 23, stay standing. By the authority vested in me as principal of the Charlotte Engineering Early College High School and by the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction and the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Board of Education, I pronounce you graduates of the Charlotte Engineering Early College High School Class of 2023. You may now turn your tassels.